How long have you gone without using social media, do you think?
Like my longest is probably like
3 days? I don't know.
Like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Social media has become a part of everyone's life, and it is something that influences our daily routine. It has played a major role on how people interact with each other, and it is something that is seen everywhere around us. Social media is essentially a category of online media, where people are talking, participating, sharing, and networking online. But which of these social networking websites do people actually use on a regular basis?
Facebook.
Twitter.
Instagram.
Instagram, oh my
yeah.
god. Twitter. Instagram.
Twitter.
Tumblr.
Facebook.
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 So, why do people love social media so much? What are the advantages of having a social media account?
Social media can be really good when it comes to forming a community or forming some sort of social movement, because then other people from different parts of the world can sort of connect in a way that they wouldn't be able to before.
I think the pros are like you can always be in contact with your friends for like homework information and stuff.
Advantages, you can like talk to anyone, anywhere.
The idea of being connected, like the idea that you can get immediate information out very quickly to a large group of people. An example, the rugby club I play for, I organize one of the teams. Social media would probably be an excellent tool for me to get a hold of all my players and everybody I need to and get information out much quicker than, say, sending out an email.
It'd be a really good tool to use to connect with people or get a message across to a big crowd, I guess. So I guess social networking sites can be not so good and very distracting, but also if you're really passionate about something, you can really put yourself out there and really get a big crowd to listen to what you have to say.
It's an easy way to connect with friends I haven't seen in a while because people tend to move once they get jobs. It's a great way to show photos and to remember people's birthdays, which is very important.
I found I can connect to all my friends, find out what they're doing, give them updates, look at the pictures of everybody's wedding or their kids and how they're growing up. So I just love it, but I can't look at it too often because I can spend like 2 hours on a night looking at my Facebook account rather than doing my course preparations or anything else.
Social networking first started off as sending simple emails to people, but now technology has evolved and the possibilities are endless. People enjoy social media sites because they can easily use it to contact old friends, meet new people, and chat the day away as they socialize online. Websites such as Facebook also allow you to join interest groups, where you can simply connect with other people who have the same interests as you. From this comes a sense of belonging, and as a result, an inner happiness is created within an individual. However, life has not always been this way. People of the older generation had other, more simpler ways of communication.
Well, in high school, we went by word of mouth. We had no internet. We just talked to each other. So it was gossip was how we found out about other people. We would talk on the phone sometimes, but you'd only do local calls because long distance cost a lot of money. So you get on the phone to talk to a friend long distance, and you talk very fast because you knew it cost a lot of money. Hang up quick.
As we have now seen, the way people communicate has evolved greatly. Social media has now gotten to the point where people cannot go a day without scrolling through their news feeds or updating their Twitter status. This explains a fear of missing out, which we often get when we are unsure about the potential things that we can be doing with other people. As a result, the world has also become obsessed with social media sites such as Facebook. Records show that there are over 900 million active Facebook users. To put this into perspective, if the users of Facebook were to be a country, it would be the third largest country in the world. There are now 231.7 million active users on Twitter worldwide, and 100 million of them log into the service on a daily basis. Despite its advantages, this copious use of social networking can degrade the quality of our social interactions.
From my own experience as a student, looking at everybody in class, they'll either have their laptops open, they're on Facebook. When they're not doing anything like at home, they'll be on Facebook. It's just like something to do when you're doing nothing or something to do when you don't want to be doing anything else. So I think that a lot of time is wasted on Facebook, probably unconsciously too.
You can never really go and reunite with someone. It's kind of just over a text or a chat on Facebook, so you're not actually interacting physically.
There's more cons than there are positives, and the big one is, first of all, it becomes the addictiveness of it. Second of all is the idea that you sort of give up any privacy in your life. You feel the need to share everything. Everybody's asking something of you, and there's no you time.
I think it can be very addicting, and I think it can cause a lot of people to be very concerned with their image and how they're perceived by others. which is not always healthy, particularly in teens who are still growing and developing and are kind of trying to figure out who they are.
Instead of being diagnosed with cocaine or alcohol addictions, our current generation has developed an addiction to social media. This obsession includes how many likes their online posts have, or their followers to following ratio, which is taking over their everyday lives. Lots of people refuse to admit they have an addiction to social media, yet would feel lost with their daily scroll through the newsfeed. So, how do we fix this potential problem of social media obsession? The key is
moderation. Too much of anything is too much, right? It can have a pretty profound impact if you're on something all the time or doing something all the time. I mean, you know, we talk about things like alcohol abuse or, you know, drug abuse, anything like that. I mean, anything is okay, I suppose, in moderation, and some things aren't. But social media, I think, has to be moderated, and I think in a lot of ways teens have difficulty, I know I did when I was a young person, moderating how much of something I use can become an issue, right? And I think with the connectedness of these phones and stuff right now, sometimes it's just too tempting to be on it all the time, and that to me is when it becomes a problem.
So, with moderation, we can prioritize what is important in our lives and use social media in a way that enriches our social life rather than restrict it.